Hey everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I'll be sharing with you an all-day clean with me. So I actually filmed this the day before Thanksgiving. I did like a massive deep clean on the entire house because we had company coming. But I never got around to editing all this footage because we've just been busy with family and stuff. So finally getting it done, and hopefully this video will give you some motivation to clean your spaces before you start decorating for Christmas. Although I'm pretty sure half of you or most of you already have your Christmas decor up. But either way, I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and remove everything off the countertops. This is just going to make it so much easier when I start scrubbing things down. Now, in this case, I am just using warm, soapy water to clean everything, get all them crumbs and all that grime up, and then later I'll go in with the Lysol spray to disinfect. But there's something about cleaning off the countertops when you're cleaning that just makes it seem like you're getting so much more done. It looks so good without nothing on the countertops. And this honestly makes me want to be like a complete minimalist and just not put anything on the countertops because it looks so clean. But I mean, let's be real, that's kind of unrealistic, especially when we use our coffee maker and we use the toaster every morning. The kids like have bagels and stuff. So we need those things out. I just wish that, I don't know, sometimes I wish I had like a walk-in pantry or something that I could hide away all those things. And trust me, if I ever had the opportunity to build a custom home, that is something I would definitely do, is build like a whole pantry or cabinet space to hold all those small appliances so I could keep the countertops nice and clear so everything looks just spotless. Even though we know that's not really realistic. But anyway, how was your Thanksgiving? Y'all let me know in the comments below. We had a great time. Y'all know how I was super stressed about hosting. It turned out fine. Everything was fine. And you know what's even more funny is I stressed myself out and did all this like massive mad woman cleaning, and the house looked like no one had cleaned in a year by the time Thanksgiving was over. It was all for nothing. Not really. I mean, it was nice when everyone walked in, the house smelled good and clean, but at the end of the day, it didn't last. After getting the countertops and everything cleaned off, I decided to go ahead and move on to the microwave. Luckily, I opened this and realized how nasty it was. I had just made my daughter popcorn, and that's when I was like, oh crap, the microwave is so dirty. So I am going to clean this out really quick. I'm just using a Scrub Daddy sponge and some warm soapy water. And then to be honest with you, I probably should have cleaned this out before I did the countertops because, as you can see, while I'm cleaning, there are crumbs falling onto my fresh clean stove. So I ended up having to clean it again. So I should have went in a better order, but you know, you live and learn. Once I got the microwave all cleaned up, I had to wipe down the counters again because I told you guys the crumbs were falling. But at this point, I went ahead and just sprayed it with Lysol to disinfect everything, and I'm just using a fresh new microfiber towel to do that. And then I'm going to wipe down, of course, the appliances before I put those all back. And boy, it felt good to have a fresh, clean kitchen. There's something about getting up underneath all them appliances and just like really scrubbing things down. It just makes you feel like you like you really cleaned. Like, you know, it's different when you just like wipe the counters clean versus when you remove everything and clean behind it. That's how you know you're getting that good deep clean.
Or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away. Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you...
Alright, so I'm cleaning off my appliances now, just using some baby oil and a fresh new microfiber towel. This is a game changer. I felt like I was living underneath a rock when it took me so long to try this. I had tried so many different cleaners, and I know I shared a lot, but I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Not only will your whole house smell fresh and clean, baby oil smells amazing. It works so well and keeps my appliances looking super shiny and brand new for days. And I'm almost out of baby oil, by the way. That's why I kept squirting the bottle and like shaking it, because I'm literally almost out. I finished off this bottle in this cleaning video, so I need to actually put that on my to-do list so I don't, or on my, not my to-do list, my grocery list, so that way I can grab some more, because it's a must-have in our house. Tonight we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning? Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. Till the morning light. Till the morning light. Till the morning light, yeah. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that you miss me. All right, so some of you may have already noticed, but I did paint the kitchen island. I did a whole video on it over on my main channel. If you'd like to check it out, I'll have it linked below. And then I also just posted a bedroom makeover that we did for our friend Cole. It turned out amazing on an extreme budget. If you like budget-friendly decor, decorating, definitely check it out. I did a lot in that bedroom for the budget I had, and I'm super proud of it. So thank you guys for your support on that. I know that there is a lot of improvement that I need to make when it comes to interior design in general. But working on a tight budget is extremely difficult to do a lot in a space. So I hope that those videos and the videos I plan to share in the future help inspire you and show you that you don't have to spend a fortune to have a beautiful space. Sometimes you just gotta be a little creative, search a little harder for the stuff, and make a few sacrifices. But I am super proud of how it turned out, and I would love for you to check it out.
I hoped we were gonna make it. He promised we would find the time, dreaming for eternity, creating perfect memories. Yeah, we hoped we were gonna make it. Little did I know that time would take us to a place where love could grow, but in a different way. Bigger than they'd say. Now looking at you keep me going back to those days, capable of keeping track of how many nights could pass. Cheap hotels and driving fast, and the radio playing our soundtrack. Broken love, tequila and bluegrass. Evenings just like movie scenes along the roads in Tennessee. Dreaming of what we could be from the back of your dad's red truck.
All right, it's time for the deep cleaning of the dining room. So for this space, I just removed the dog kennel, and yes, that is dog hair all piled up behind there. My dog sheds like no one's business, and she'll like scratch her back up against the kennel, and like all the dog hair falls behind here. So I'm gonna get that vacuumed up real quick. I'm gonna be wiping down the walls and the baseboards, mopping everything. So when I'm like deep cleaning and I'm in the mood to deep clean, I do all of it like at once. And I don't know why I try to do it like this, because it kills me. Like I literally cleaned from the moment the sun came up to the moment the sun went down, and I was exhausted. But I was also so proud that I accomplished so much. Like by the time my husband got home, I looked like I got hit by a truck. I was like, I'm a hot mess. I was like, I have been cleaning all day. My face was like beet red. When I get hot, my face will just like naturally get red, and he's like, what have you been doing? I'm like, I've been cleaning. I just like worked my butt off today. And the next morning, like I didn't want to do nothing. Like I woke up the next day and did not feel like touching a thing because I had did too much in one day. So if I could give you any advice, it's spread out your days. Don't try to clean everything all at once, because it's too much. I don't know why I did this to myself. By the way, I have a big tip for you guys, and I know this might sound like, duh type of tip, but it worked so good. I swear by this now. So anytime I have guests coming over, I'm going to wash my curtains. Like if I have people coming to stay with us, we don't have guests often, so me washing my curtains when the guests come is like once in a blue moon. But anyway, I took the curtains down and I washed these with a lot of the scented beads, the downy ones that I've been loving, the Ocean Mist. You guys, when I tell you that my house smelt so darn good, I know you can like spray them, but when you wash your curtains and hang them up when they're still wet, because that's what I did. I just washed them and I didn't dry them. I just hung them up wet. We went to gymnastics that night, and when we came home, we walked in the door, and I was like, oh my gosh, like the house smells super good, like really, really good today. And I was like, I think it's because I washed the curtains. Just washing the curtains alone made such a difference. So highly recommend if you have company coming or you just really need to freshen up your space, get some that stale smell out of the house, wash your curtains, but don't dry them. Hang them up wet and just let them air dry. And there's something about that downy scent, or like any beads, whatever ones you choose to use, that just linger in the air and it smells so good. All right, and this is kind of random, but I wanted to share because I know a lot of you ladies love barbecue too, but maybe you don't like cooking on the grill. I don't like smelling like charcoal, and I don't like to light the grill because it scares the crap out of me. So I like to cook in my oven. And if you've never tried ribs in the oven, you are missing out. First of all, they are fall off the bone. They taste just as good as they do on the grill. Trust me, you gotta try it. So I just take my baby back ribs and I put them in aluminum foil. I season them really well. I'm using just a mixture of seasoning: black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, two-step seasoning. If you've never heard of it, look it up. It's really good. It has like a little bit of a spice to it, so keep that in mind if you don't like spicy food. This might not be for you, but it's amazing. It's called two-step. That's exactly what it's called. And then I am going to rub this all in. By the way, I don't know if you saw, but I did add a little bit of olive oil too, just so all the seasonings would stick really well to the ribs. And I'm gonna like massage that in with my hands, flip over the ribs and do the same thing to the other side. Wrap it up in aluminum foil, cook them for 3 hours at 350 degrees. By the way, about 2 hours in, I do open up the aluminum foil and I go ahead and brush on some barbecue sauce, and then I put them back in the oven to finish up. That way they'll get a little bit browned on top. But if the 3 hour hits and they're not browned enough, you can just turn it on broil and get a nice char on the top, just like as if you cooked them on the grill. And oh my gosh, I'm telling you right now, you gotta try it. It's so good. But anyway, moving back into cleaning, I'm gonna go ahead and get this little accent wall wipe clean. This does have a ledge on it, and our house gets extremely dusty. We live in an older home, and I probably need to have our air ducts cleaned because I've noticed our house gets like really, really dusty. So I had to wipe all this clean. And like over here by the baseboard where my dog's kennel is, because, you know, when you have dogs, you got to do this on a regular basis because it gets dirty real quick. After getting the dining room all mopped, I'm going to go ahead and put the dog kennel back, put the chairs back as well, and then I'm going to move into the living room. Luckily, the living room never really gets too messy. I would say a little bit more strict when it comes to the living room space, like being picked up, because it is such a small area. You really have not a whole lot of walking space. So toys and stuff, as soon as they come out, I'm like, okay, if you're done, put it away. So you'll notice in my cleaning videos that my living room really never gets horrendous, just because I'm a stickler about picking up your stuff from the living room because there's not a whole lot of room to work with in here. So I'm going to vacuum, and then I will be putting the curtains back up because at this point they were done. Since I didn't dry them, they only took about 30-40 minutes to finish. So I will be hanging those back up, and that's pretty much it for the living room.
I feel like I've been here before, familiar with the view. This ain't nothing new. And every time that you walk through the door, I'm hit by the same old tide, blinded by the lights, and I'm going through changes, but it's easier with you. I'm going through changes, and so are you. I live for the moments when you're around me. I know you've got secrets, but I can't keep on, and we're fading in and out together. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. When I'm with you, I am not myself. You bring out the best in me, the side only you can see. And I don't need any other help than you standing by my side, if only for a while. I'm going through changes, and so are you. I live for the moments when you're around me. I know you've got secrets, but I can't keep on, and we're fading in and out together. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment. The fuse wide open, stuck in the moment.
All right, so while I was hanging up this curtain, one of the little brackets actually fell. So you'll notice that I never ended up getting it all the way up before I ended up hollering for my husband. I was like, can you come help? I was so tired at this moment. Like, you can see the sun's already going down. Like, I was done. And then when that little bracket fell, I just wanted to just throw away the curtains. I'm not gonna lie. I was just like, why? Of all the days for it to fall, today was just not my day. So I hollered for my husband. He helped me fix that. And then I went ahead, while he was hanging up those on the other side, I was hanging these up in I was going to say the dining room, but this is the kitchen. I'm getting these curtains back up because I washed these as well. All right, so this is a little bit random, but the dogs got new toys. I got these the other day when I was at Ross. Ross has great gifts for dogs. If you're a pet lover like me, or cat lover, they have lots and lots of toys to choose from. So definitely check out Ross TJ Maxx for your pets for this Christmas. But I got them toys for Christmas, but I couldn't wait to give them to them, so I spoiled them a little bit and gave them early.
Little, come here. Let me see. Come here, well. She's hiding hers. Hey, what do you got? Do you like it? The little tail just to go. Back door. And shut the door. Coming in.
moving back to those tender, delicious ribs, I went ahead and pulled them out of the oven. This was the 2-hour mark. So I pulled them out and I was just double checking, making sure everything was cooking okay. I took a knife and like cut it to see how tender they were. By the way, if you pull them out of the oven and they're not tender enough, just bake them a little bit longer until they start to kind of fall off the bone. Trust me, the more you cook them, the more tender they get. But here I'm just adding some Carolina's barbecue sauce to it. But just brushing this on, and I'm going to go ahead and throw them back in the oven. This is what they look like when they were done. They're not as browned as I prefer them to be, but we were running out of time. It was super late and we had gymnastics on that night, so I had to just get them done quick. They were still really good though. And then we just ended up having leftovers for dinner. As far as the sides go, we had leftover macaroni and cheese and rice. So I'm just quickly reheating that. And then as a vegetable, I was browning up some canned green beans.
Oh my gosh, stop. You did something else. You so happy with the toy. Love it.
Alright, so the next day I came into the kids' rooms just to vacuum, so I did require them to clean up their own rooms, and that's just the way we do things around here. So they clean up their rooms, and then I come in and I do like the mom clean. You know, I do the vacuuming and all the, like the little hidden spaces that sometimes are missed. So I'm going to get that tackled in my son's room and my daughter's room, and then I'm going to clean up the bathroom.
I'm thinking back on all those times when I felt closed off from all that I could become, eager but too scared to climb. Lost, so I had to change. Yeah, I shook off all the bad vibes, cut me loose from the pettiness they turned on me. But now I am perfectly free to be me.
Alright, moving into the front bathroom, I'm going to scrub down the shower doors using Dawn and a Scrub Daddy sponge. I'll just wash this in like a circular motion to get all the soap scum off, and it comes crystal clear. Once you rinse it with water, it's like shocking how much it gets off. I love using Dawn for my shower, and I've been using it for my mirrors and windows recently, and it's actually worked better than even the Sprayway glass cleaner. So if you haven't tried it, definitely try it. I just take like a little drop of Dawn on a wet towel, scrub it, and get some like, you know, it'll look a little soapy, but then I take a dry microfiber towel right over top of that and buff it out, and it comes just as clean as it does when you use the Sprayway glass cleaner. So if you don't have glass cleaner on hand, just grab you some Dawn. It works really good. Alright, so after getting the shower all cleaned up, I'm going to go ahead and get together a little guest basket. I wanted to run to the store and grab like a fresh new bottle of shampoo, conditioner, body wash, a few bars of soap, and some new washcloths just to have in a basket for our guests in case they needed it. So I'm going to get that together, and that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully this video brought you lots of motivation to tackle your space. I really appreciate you hanging out with me today while we cleaned, and hopefully you decide to stick around and subscribe if you're new. I do post cleaning videos every week, and hopefully it will, you know, just make you feel like you're hanging out with a friend. That's the whole goal here. So come say hello in the comments. I will be responding to everyone who leaves a comment on this video. So don't forget to say hello. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye, y'all.